Watch these motorized roller shades glide effortlessly into place. Out here in Loxahatchee, where horse ranches stretch across the countryside, Camacho Blinds brings modern comfort to a ranch home. While horses ride through open land outside, our team installs and programs these motorized shades, blending quiet technology with country living. Here, Edens is installing motorized roller shades to this master bedroom. Plus, also demonstrates how to install a motorized roller shade and how to program the remote to the motor.
Hey guys, this is Camacho Blinds. We're installing some roller shades, right, for our bedroom here. And one thing you want to do when you're installing a roller shade, right, you want to make sure this roller shade is gonna fit in this window, right? So you don't want to put the screws and put everything in and to come to find out it's not gonna fit. So one thing, or the first thing I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take this blind, I'm gonna bring it to the window, I'm gonna see if it fits inside. You see how this right here fits inside? So that's perfect. So this blind is for this window exactly, right? Next thing I'm gonna do, right, I'm gonna take these clips off, the actual blind they provide us with, right? Set this blind aside here so it doesn't fall. And then I'm gonna look at the window. I'm gonna see if anything is obstructing the actual blind itself, right? So one thing I'm already noticing, it has a bar here in the middle, right? Most new construction has this bar, it gives it more stability, more, it makes the window more sturdy, especially when it's an impact window. So I'm already seeing this is obstructing the window. So what you don't want to do, right, is install this clip here too far back. Because now if you install it too far back, you're not gonna have any room to install the blind. So I'm gonna have to put the clip in front of the bar. That way it's gonna be even, right? The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look at the bottom of the window. If you look here, on the bottom of the window, right, you'll see these, I guess, louvers, something that opens up the window, it opens up outwards. So you want to make sure when the blind comes down, it's not going to hit this, right? So you want to make sure you have enough room and depth when installing this clip, and the blind is going to actually land right in front of it and not hitting it, right? So that's the next thing I'm going to look at. So when you're installing a blind in the window, you want to make sure there's nothing obstructing the blind itself, so it doesn't cause any damage to the actual shade itself. And you have a smooth transition, right, up and down, no problems, and that's gonna last the blind, it's gonna guarantee the blind multiple years without having any damage to it, right? So after I've done all that, now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my screws, grab my drill here, my handy dandy drill, and I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna just move the clip here. I could put it here, yes, but I'm gonna move it just a little bit further up. So remember, the bottom piece, you don't want that blind hitting it. I'm gonna use these back pieces here to install the blind, or install the screw. To make the clip very sturdy and strong, put another screw right here. You see that? You hear that noise? That means it's catching onto wood, to metal, something very sturdy that's gonna give the blind, good stability when it's up. Right? That's what you want to hear. You want to hear that da-da-da. And if you don't hear that noise, the next best thing to do is to install some blues. Right? You're gonna put some blues inside that hole to give it more stability. So I'm gonna match the same clip that I have that I installed earlier. Right? I'm gonna match it. I'm not gonna put it back. I'm gonna put it exactly how I put the first clip. And once again, you don't want to go too further out on the window, because that way, if you do it like this, you're not gonna have any room to move the blind, right? So you want to be able to adjust the blind if need be. So you want to go, I would say maybe 4 or 5 inches away from the actual window frame to install it. That noise right there is what I'm looking for. I want to hear it. That means that clip is on there. This clip is on there. Grab 2 more screws from my pouch here. Yeah, in my pouch I got all types of screws, all types of bits. I feel like I here have almost everything for every job. Like, say if a window takes a metal, right? Like this screw doesn't want to go through because the metal is obstructing it. That's where you have metal screws now, right? Got blues in here. I have washers if need be. The washers are used for leveling the blind because once again, these windows are not always 100% straight and even, right? You might be an eighth or 2/8 off on each end. So when you put washers, right? Say if this side was shorter, I'm gonna put a couple of these washers in with the screw to level it, right? So, well, as of right now, this window is very level, very good. It's very rare that this happens, but you know, you need good builders, right? Lanai, Coulter. This build was built by Coulter, so they're pretty good with you know, leveling everything, make sure everything is level. So now that I got all my clips on, now I'm gonna put the blind. Right, grab the blind, and how I'm gonna want to grip the blind, right? So if you look at here, you want this back piece to catch onto here, right? And then this front piece is gonna catch onto here, this lip here, right? So, install it. So first I'm gonna catch the front lip, right? I'm gonna catch this one here first. Let me show you. I'm gonna catch the front one first. Caught on, and then I'm gonna push it back, right? I'm gonna push it back to clip the bottom piece. So if you look underneath here, you'll see this clip is catching onto here, so it's not gonna come down, right? Just like with all three clips should look like this, right? All three clips should look like this. And then now, just to make sure that top lip is catching onto the top of the blind, I'm gonna push it in a little bit. You see that? Like, that right there lets me know it's caught. So now we're gonna go to this next blind. Come over here, let me show you. This is what you don't want. You don't want this right here. You see how that's not catching? So you wanna push it in to catch it like that. Now that's a good installation right there. And you're gonna push it forward, make sure it's caught. Now your blind is fully set. And just to, you know, give it good standings and good structure, I'm gonna put some security screws on the side. Right? Security screws are amazing because if you have somebody with, you know, some kids that like to hang on things, guess what? This ain't gonna fall when you put these security screws on the side. I'm gonna go here to the side over here, push this blind up to make sure it's level and even. And then put the screw on the side here. Come here, you'll see this security screw is on the side. That just gives it extra support so it doesn't, you know, fall down on anybody, because that's the last thing we want, man. It's a blind to fall down on anybody and hurting a kid, hurting anybody, you know. So put the security screw here, and notice where I'm putting the security screw. I'm putting it further up, right? I don't want to put a security screw on the bottom here because now when you have the blind, sometimes it could catch onto the blind and that could damage the blind in the future. So you want to put it as far up as possible, as you see here. All right, guys, so now I'm going to show you how to program the controller, right, to this blind. And it's pretty simple. You know, we do this all the time, but a lot of people don't know how to do this. So first thing first, you're gonna put the battery in the controller like this here, and you should see all the lights light up, right? Like this here. So I'm gonna go to channel 1. Doesn't really matter what channel you're going to right now, but actually I'm gonna call this 1. Usually what we do is we like to, obviously if you're reading a book, you read left to right. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna name this one number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Right, so this is gonna be channel 4. So on the controller here, I'm gonna go to channel 4, which is that one there. And on the back, right, I'm gonna hit this P button 4 times. And on the 4th one, I'm gonna hold. So I'm gonna hit it 1, 2, 3. And on the 4th one here, it should be like that. The light should flash and let go. Then I'm gonna hit the V here. Right now it's ready to be paired to the actual motor in the blind. Right, so now I'm gonna go to the actual motor head here. There's gonna be a button in the back that I'm gonna press. Right, when I press that button, it's gonna jog 1 time. You see that jog? Now it's jogged. Now I'm gonna pair that on the right channel. And you see that right there? It's now connected to the motor. now I'm gonna set the limits, right? So say if it was backwards, you would have to hit up and down 2 times. And how do you know if it's backwards? If you just hit down, and if it goes up, then it's backwards, right? So you'll just have to hold up and down at the same time, press it until it jogs one more time, and then it's now reversed to the other way. But this, in this case, is the correct direction. So I'm gonna go ahead and go up with it, set the highest limit. That looks good right there, right? And then what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna hit V and up. That's gonna set the up position on this limit. Go ahead and press that together. It's gonna jog 2 times. Now that top limit is set. Now let's set the bottom limit. Go ahead and hit the bottom arrow and then hold on to it until you see the blind starts moving like this smoothly. It's gonna go to the bottom. If you guys come look at this right here, you're gonna notice when the blind lands, it's gonna land in front of this bar and land in front of this, I don't know what you wanna call it. Boom. Now, this limit is set. That's the bottom limit, right? So now what I'm gonna do now is hit down, the down arrow and the V at the same time. Press it until this jogs twice. Now the bottom limit is set, the top limit is set, and now the blind works. Very simple, very easy stuff. And you know, whenever you want to pause, wherever you want to pause it at, you just hit the square button, right? And it's gonna pause wherever you want it. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set the halfway limit. So halfway limit is, you know, half of the window. And once you get the blind to that actual position, you're gonna hit square and V at the same time. Press at the same time. It's gonna jog twice. Now your halfway limit is set. Right, so now I can go down with it. And you'll see now it's gonna stop automatically for you. Boom, stops automatically. Now I can hit the V button, and that V button is your favorite position. That's the halfway that we set. Hit the V, and now the blind should stop halfway for you. Automatically stop halfway. Now say if you messed up, you're like, hey, I want this, you know, halfway limit to be a little further down. So you're gonna put the blind where you want it, a little further down. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, I want it here, and then you're gonna just redo those steps again, right? So the halfway limit is V and square, right? So I'm gonna hit that again. It's gonna jog 1 time. That 1 jog is now saying, okay, it's set into factory again. Now where do you want it? You want it here? Okay, then you hit it again, and the second jog, the blind gotta jog 2 times. If you look at this, gotta jog 2 times, and that's gonna let you know, okay, this is where you wanna set it, and it's set.
Clean install, smooth motion, motorized roller shades by Camacho Blinds. Subscribe to see more installs like this.